Hey everyone, I'm here this afternoon making some clam dip. I know it's a slightly different view than you're used to. I went out and visited my sister this past week and I left my phone stand at her house, so I'm using my car clip right now, clipped onto the back little shelf of my island, and we'll just see how this goes. We made clam dip twice at my sister's house and it's just so good that I wanted to make some to have this week here. What I'm putting in the bowl right now is 8 ounces of cream cheese, and I'm just grabbing a spatula to scrape the last bits out of the wrapper here. I don't know why some always sticks. I found that the Wegmans brand is stickier than the Philadelphia, but you can't beat a 4-pack of cream cheese blocks. Pretty inexpensive. So this is sour cream. For this dip, I don't measure anything, as you guys know, not like a huge measure. So I'm just gonna plop maybe, oh, this is a pint, so this is 2 cups. So let's see, that's a big blob. That's probably like 3/4 of a cup there, and then another. So it's probably, and I'd use some, that's probably like a generous cup of sour cream that went into this. You can adjust it. We can always add a little bit more. The sour cream just loosens up the cream cheese and kind of helps stretch the dip too if you are making it and you're like, ooh, I wish we just had a little bit more. The cream cheese was soft. I had it out at room temperature for about an hour or so. Even so, it's not that soft. We just got our air conditioning fixed, so it's actually working. So maybe our house isn't as warm as I thought it was. Normally, I don't have this issue of the cream cheese getting stuck in the whisk. It's fine. It'll mix in the more I beat it. So the other ingredients we're going to add in here are some onion juice, which we're going to get by using not the microplane that you've seen me use like in everything that I make, but one up, a slightly larger, and I use that one for Parmesan cheese. Today I'm using it for the onion. Oh man, this cream cheese. I don't know what I did today. Did not have this problem out at Brie and John's for sure. Not that big a deal. We're also going to add in some Worcestershire, some lemon, and of course, clams. So I went with 2 cans of chopped clams, and we're doing 1 can of minced. So it really doesn't matter your sizes. If you like big chunks of clam, then go with the chopped. If you want a more evenly distributed small pieces of clam, go with the minced. I did not save any of the clam juice for thinning, but you could certainly do that. I don't know, the clams themselves are enough clam taste for me that I'm okay. All right, let's see if I can't smooth this out a little bit better. Usually my whisking. There we go. Maybe I should have softened the cream cheese even a little bit in the microwave. You could do that too. I might get out my hand mixer or bring down my, yum, who doesn't like dairy products? Bring down my, what the heck do you call it? Not my KitchenAid, my Cuisinart, and puree this so that it's nice and smooth. I think I might do that actually. I don't know why it's so lumpy today. I usually don't have that problem. If you hear my Instant Pot beep in the background, I'm also making some chicken for chicken Caesar salad tonight, and it was still a little bit frozen. So I was like, Instant Pot to the rescue. Let me find my blade. Down here in the blade cabinet. All right, let's get this chunky cream cheese. All right, so that would be my recommendation. Next time, microwave the cream cheese for 30 seconds to get it uber soft, and then you shouldn't have any trouble mixing it in with the sour cream. You could also probably do this in a mixer, just with a hand mixer as well. Oh my goodness, just turning into a mess today. Makes my bowl was kind of shallow too. All right, here we go. Into the food processor. That will smooth it all out. And I don't want to waste any of this. I did see this cool invention that you put on your whisk before you start using it. And then when you want to clean off all the tines, you pull it down and it's like a little mini scraper going over every single tine. Is that what you call the things in a whisk? And it strips it and pulls off all your ingredients. So like the batter, or in this case, you know, my sticky cream cheese here, it just pulls it right off. A whisk cleaner. I thought that was so neat. I'll have to look into getting one and see if does its job like it's touted. Some of those products, you know, they're just pieces of junk, right? Like you see it and you're like, oh God, the commercial, the people using the products, you're like, are they purposely being so silly and not able to cut? But the whisk cleaner seems like it might be a quality product. I am wishing I had one right now. I'm just trying to get every little bit out because you know I hate wasting stuff. Oh my goodness. All right, there, oh my gosh, stuff spraying everywhere. Okay, we're looking pretty good now. Clean off my fingers here. All right, scrape down the edges because that's where the lids get, oh my goodness, let me rinse my hands off. All right, we're back on track here. All right, get our lid on. Just gonna puree this. It's smoothing out really nicely, so phew, dodged a bullet there. Fantastic. Look at that, perfectly smooth now. Modern appliances to the rescue, holy cow. All right, so this bowl I think might actually be too shallow. I'm gonna ditch that one and get one with higher sides so that when I stir, that looks a little bit better. Man, for I've just made this 2 times in this past week, you think I'd be like a pro, but apparently not. All right, so the other thing I like to do in the bottom is I put my finger in there to just hold the blade in place so it doesn't fall out on me. Then I just plop my filling, you know, whatever it is I was making in here. And then I can safely remove the blade and scrape the last little bit of our cream cheese mixture out of here. All right, so I'll lift the blade out. Yum. I don't know if anyone else lives in the Syracuse area, but the bagel or the donut this week is Everything Bagel, their Friday fillet at Glazed and Confused, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. On one hand, I'm like, oh my gosh, how creative. It has, I think it's a cream cheese, like buttercream or cream cheese sweetened filling maybe, and then a cream cheese glaze on top, and it's sprinkled with Everything Bagel seasoning. So I don't know if they're making their own. I think all of it sounds delicious. The only part I think could be a little weird is the garlic that's in the Everything Bagel seasoning. I don't know why. The onion doesn't freak me out, but the garlic, I'm like, oh, that might be weird. All right, so now we have our cream cheese base mixed with, again, about a cup of sour cream. These are the canned clams. 2 cans of chopped, 1 can of minced. And I use the, our Wegmans around here carry Snows. It's a blue can with yellow on the label. Quality. I've never had like sand or weird grit bits or anything like that in it. We're also going to use a little Worcestershire sauce, just a couple shakes because it's pretty salty. I'm going to just set that to the side here. We're going to do some lemon. I enjoy the zest and some juice. The Boston family, not so much into the lemon, just a touch. So I did not use any zest when I made it out there. But for my version, I like lemon. I think it goes really well with seafood, adds some brightness. Oh, there's cilantro stuck to the outside of my lemon for my shopping excursion. All right, so I'm doing just a gentle zesting of the outside, and then I'm gonna do the juice of half a lemon. So my trick is always I take off the end, then oh my gosh, look how juicy that is. It's already squirting out. Let me grab my juicer. This lemon's really ripe. In it goes. Juice of a lemon, half a lemon. Good thing that one is out of control. Love it. Super into the sink. All right, so that was my microplane that I use for zesting. And then I'm gonna use my slightly larger for the onion because I'm just trying to get some onion juice. We only have one large onion left, so I'm gonna use some red onion today just because I wanna get a very fine grate and get the juice. So if you see on the back side, it's, ooh, there we go. So it's like a fine pulp and the juice is dripping through. And that's what I want. I don't want any chunks of onion, no weirdness. I just want some oniony flavor to go throughout the dip. Oh, the kind of nice thing about using it this way is I can actually see the comments that you guys are making. Oh my goodness, this might have to be the new way that I do cooking, but then I feel like you guys can't really see what's going on in the bowl, and I like that. All right, so let's see. What are we missing? Pepper, of course. You know me and black pepper. Can't go wrong there. Excellent. All right, and the secret ingredient that we used in Boston that we had not before was hot sauce. So I had Frank's Red Hot when I was with them. We've got Crystal. I might have Frank's in the cupboard too, but the Crystal I just love. So we're just gonna do a couple shakes. Because again, this isn't supposed to be a spicy dip. It's just we want the hot sauce in the background so that when people eat it, they're like, what is that? I'm gonna mix this all together, taste it, and see if it needs salt. Because again, the Worcestershire's got some salt in it, the hot sauce has some salt in it, and the clams themselves are packed in brine. So all three ingredients are kind of salty. So before I get carried away with salting, let's just mix this up and taste it first. Plus, you're probably gonna eat this, let's be honest, with some sort of salty potato chip. Either a ruffled, like Ridges. I bought Cape Cod. The super crunchy potato chips are fabulous with the seafood dip. So much like when I was making tuna noodle casserole the other week, I was thinking like, what else could you add to this? You could cook up shrimp and add that and some Old Bay seasoning. We could do a little, oh, actually, you know what? Instead of celery salt, I've got a little Beaumont. So let me taste this. And if it needs salt, I will use my Beaumont seasoning, which is basically like celery salt with some other ingredients in it. This one is salt, onion, celery seed. So, and it does need salt. It really, oh, it tastes so good. I can't wait to break out the chips and have this for a little snack before our healthy Caesar salad. All right, I'm doing that much celery or Beaumont seasoning. Celery salt would be super similar because this stuff is salty, and I can always add a pinch more, a pinch more. I don't want to go ugh too much and have it taste like trash. So this is what the dip is looking like. You can see definitely thinner after adding the clams. I drained them, but I didn't press on them. I didn't try to squeeze the juice out of the pieces of the clams. So that's nice because it helps create a good consistency that is dippable. All right, let's give it another taste now that I've added the Beaumont seasoning. Honestly, it needs more. I'm always fearful of over salting things, but this really does need, oh, my Beaumont seasoning is kind of clumped together. The only other time I even use Beaumont seasoning is when I make dill dip, so that's not very often. All right, Another pinch, but a little less than the first one I added. Let's give that a stir and see if it's spot on. And if you do like things with a little more heat, go ahead and add more hot sauce to it. That would be kind of fun. Because again, it just gives that little, what's in the background there? All right, one more taste. Fantastic. So there it is, clam dip, post-holiday, but we don't need a party to make this. We can just enjoy it at home in the heat this week. All right, everyone, that's my jam. See you guys soon.